Oh, welcome home. It's always nice to get back, even though we
My
enjoy
cat,
our time away. I'm sorry.
my cat was like in shock. Like she was like going crazy outside, like like happy and mad at the same time. Like, where the heck have you been?
Yes. We're gonna do deadlifts this morning. It's cold here now.
Yeah, I know. Because when I was driving through there, it was cold. It was cold in Santa Fe. Because I stayed in Santa Fe one night, then trained one of the people in the morning. We then walked around, but it was cold over there, but really nice in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Good.
I was going to ask how you were enjoying your coffee, but then I realized it was in cream. It's always nice to get back home to that cup of coffee, too.
Well, I was waiting for well, this is a coffee
Oh,
plus Imperium because I like putting
oh,
Imperium in the coffee. And since we have a
and
really
then,
nice fancy coffee machine that makes it, even though it's black, it still comes out like the coffee is frothy. You don't have to add anything to it. The thing makes it like the coffee comes out like a cream out of the machine.
cool.
So it's a it's almost like a thick lather, like a foam of coffee. And then you put the Imperium in it. That thing's like awesome.
Ah.
Machine is called like the Jura coffee machine for home. I mean, they make really expensive coffee machines, but this one in and of itself is like the smallest one they have. Just the machine alone is like 2 grand, but the way it makes coffee is like completely
Oh,
nice. If I were you, I would try. You should have been all the way over there by those machines, so I see you less because you're very far away from the camera. But I could see you all over. But it looks impressive from the side how cut up you look.
thank you. So, do I need to move?
No, you're doing great.
Whew.
It just looks like I'm looking at you through a telescopic camera.
See,
She's all the way
I
over
don't
there.
know. I don't know what happened to my. As I said, my camera was different earlier, and then when I came on here, it's like,
How you feel today?
ah. I woke up with a little bit of a head cold this morning, so
It happens.
I tried to fix my camera, but I'm not finding it anywhere. Um, when I did my check-in yesterday, he said that he wants me working out really hard Monday through Friday this week. And then over the weekend, I won't be working out at all. And then going into next week, I will only be doing cardio. So I will not have you next week. This will be my last week with you.
Yeah. So next week you're only doing cardio. Is that what you're doing? Cut down.
Yes. Yeah, he
Uh,
wants to.
although,
He,
although I find that kind of funny. Like I don't see what you're cutting.
well,
Like anybody in the right mind will go, "What is they talking about? They're cutting down what exactly?"
he wants me to really hit my body shock hard um, with my movements this week. And then next week will be more of a lower the cortisol. Is that? I don't.
Yeah. Okay. But here's where I don't know if okay. So if we go into a cardio next week, a steady state cardio type thing actually raises cortisol. Like I would,
So
it's kind of funny because like that's the whole thing with the X3 that it gets you cut up without having to do any cardio. Your cardio is mainly your diet in reality, or let's say cutting up, because anytime you do cardio, steady state, you raise cortisol, especially after like if after you do like 15 minutes to do it. How long are the sessions?
yeah, just uh, nothing for 2 days, and then one day is 15 minutes. The next day is nothing, and then the next day is 15 minutes.
Okay, see that's the
A-
difference.
And
Yeah,
then and
yeah,
then
you're not
and
going
then
beyond.
some.
Yeah, it's lowering. Yeah, because you're not doing.
And,
But the thing is that X3 sessions itself don't raise cortisol because they're so short.
okay.
You see what I'm saying? It's not the same as anything else in that sense. Like if you weight train and you're doing long enough in the gym, you will raise cortisol because you're actually almost like doing like a almost because of the of how long a session could last. If they do 40 minutes to an hour sometimes or an hour and a half of weight training, you could actually raise cortisol because you're already going too long. But the X3 session doesn't last anything. If you add it all up, you might have lasted 8 minutes. About the only
Okay.
thing that takes time is when you rest.
Right.
So it doesn't raise cortisol.
Okay. Well, I will.
Remember, we're doing bent row, and that means the band has to be doubled. Is it doubled? They look very, very long from here. It said that the purple is doubled and the orange wasn't. Remember? The shorter orange was not doubled, and the purple is doubled. Okay, so the competition is the end of next week.
Um, the end of next week. Yes,
Okay, and that's on a Saturday, right?
that's on a Saturday. Yes.
Okay, let me see how I rig myself to get there.
Oh, the
There.
straps. The straps will help, right? Or no? Yes.
No, not for bent row.
Not for that row. Okay.
I don't. At least I don't think you're gonna need a strap for the bent row. Especially in the way you're doing it, Tammy, that you're only doing 4 days a week. I just don't see how this could possibly raise cortisol on you.
Okay.
You could do it and not tell her. I'm not doing
Do
it.
what?
This isn't a weightlifting session. There's no way that you're going to raise cortisol with this. Not with
Okay.
4 days a
Well,
week.
we'll plan on doing it then.
Yeah.
Okay. Am I bent over enough? If I come up
I
too
would bend over a
high?
little more from the side. Yeah, I would like lean my body a little bit more. There you go. Now let it go down more. Let it go down more, 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 more. Let it stretch you, stretch those lats. Right there, right there. Chest out. There you go. Let it stretch you. Feel that long stretch. Feel the long stretch of the lats. Just don't let your arms go straight. There you go. Now pull slow. Another thing, the day of the show,
Oh,
I would ask, I would take this with me on the day of the show and just take like the light orange or the purple and do the movements slow. Not that you're trying to work out, but all you're doing is trying to activate the muscle, because I think that the bands activate muscle control much better than almost anything, because that little
okay.
pull of tension, just like you pull like that, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. It doesn't have to be heavy. It's just with the light orange band, just enough to where you're getting that, and you get that. That will help, because I'm sure that, do you guys, before you go on stage, do you guys do anything so that the muscles pop more?
Yeah, they have bands back there and they have little weights and stuff that we work
Okay,
out
I
with.
would definitely use it with the orange band. I would have
Okay.
that and really do it with the orange band, like just to feel the activation, feel the activation. You'll be popping in every which way direction.
Okay.
It's like the light orange band is not gonna overwork you in any way, shape, or form, but it
Okay.
will activate.
Oh, biceps.
So at what time is the show?
Noon.
Noon. All right. So I have to get there by, I'll get there Friday night, and let me see which way. Because that'd be
And if
cool.
you don't make it, that's
No, I want to make this. The thing is,
okay.
I want to make it.
Okay.
Is it gonna say? I want to make it. That'd
Drag
be really
curl.
cool.
So drag curl, I am single.
Yes, you're single. If you manage to do it double, I'll be impressed, Tammy. You could do it double if you're on your knees, like I do it for that guy with the wrist, that he has wrist problems, so he attaches it to the hooks on a wrist strap, because he can't grab anything because of his arthritis. Now lean more forward, lean more like Michael Jackson, right there, beautiful. Now slide up, squeeze slow, 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 slow. There you go. Do you have a? Do you guys do like a? Because do you have like a dance or pose routine where you go to some and you like? Do you have that kind of stuff? That's cool,
I have
Tammy.
a yes, I have a 60-second routine that I will do after pose, after
Right after the
jutting.
poses, you guys actually have like, it's almost like a floor routine for a gymnast, but you.
I'm not doing physique,
Mhm.
and that's probably more of what you're talking about. For me, mine's more of just a T walk, and it's 60 seconds
Mhm.
to where the pros, they get 90 seconds.
They get 90
So
seconds.
mine will be short, but
Well, 60 seconds is still, so there's like a whole routine and you go into different poses and all that kind of stuff, right?
yeah.
Nice.
I don't have much though because I'm still amateur and trying to figure it out.
You're a very good amateur.
Now, is there anything out of this, or when I can't go, I can't go?
Keep on going. I would say you're still doing. Remember, you squat down and move your elbows forward so that then you could get more there. That's it. Don't let the bar be above your. So control right there, right there. Squeeze it slow, really slow. Chest out, not keep yourself. Yeah, Nice.
I felt that.
You felt that?
I did. I gotta try to next week. I have to start drinking 3 gallons of water on Monday. That's gonna be rough.
Yeah.
Okay. Calves. We went to red on the calves. Oh. How much do you know about serious still bands?
Which one do you need?
This blue one, I think I got the wrong one.
Mhm.
It's got the SSF in the middle of it, and I don't know. I know they had some like pull-up training ones, and I don't know if that's
Well,
a pull-up training one or if that's actually the blue band that I'm thinking it's supposed to be.
it's that there's no differentiation between their thing for a pull-up or whatever. It's just really about the length, right? So they have 20-inch bands, they have 32-inch bands, now they have 37, they have 41. So it's just the length. The blue is really like the light gray. If we were talking about the equivalent to but it's just in the length that you got it in. What length is it that you got?
I don't know. It's the shorter one.
Really, that
I
looks
got
like
it with my.
that's a 32
I think
inch.
I think I got it with my red one for lengthwise.
So that would
But
be a light gray band. The
okay,
green is the dark gray, and then the black is the black. So it's just about the length you're talking about.
okay.
Eventually, you will probably be doing that blue one will be for your deadlift. We should be able to move your deadlift up to that at least, and then you really be trashing your hamstrings and glutes. Good. How was that?
Yay. That was good. I really got into my form, I think. I tried to, anyhow.
Yes.
My calves are on fire.
Awesome.
So are
So,
my shoulders.
so let me ask you, how long have you been using the X3 basically alone as your weight, as your tension, as your resistance workout?
Well, when COVID hit was
Hmm.
when I started using it. And if I don't have a coach for bodybuilding, I'm using it.
Hmm.
So from COVID, I had one coach for 6 months. So I guess I would say I was back in the gym for 6 months.
Hmm.
And then I was back on X3 for 6 months. And then I came back into the gym for 6 months. And then I contacted you because of my elbow injury and I wanted to continue to work out, but the gym it just causes injury and I
Yes.
just I can't.
So we'll be
Um,
doing this strictly from now. Yes.
so yes,
Basically.
as soon as this competition is done, I'm done in the gym. And if I choose to compete again, it will be under a coach that understands that I'm not going back to the gym. I am doing this and this alone.
Okay.
But yes, no, I think X3 has done tremendous for me compared to what I can do in the gym.
Yeah. Yeah. Because and it simply keeps you healthy. Your
Yeah,
joints stay healthy. It's just to me, it's so much better. You're actually able to gain strength and actually use the strength when you're off. While with the gym, you're only able to use the strength at the gym. I
right,
remember when I used to lift weights, and if my wife asked me to move something, I said, no, 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 no. I worked out yesterday. I can't be moving stuff today. I'm hurt. Right. So literally when people say all this stupid stuff like, oh, I did this. Yeah. So tell me, you only want to lift at that one point that you're able to lift in the gym. Oh, I lifted my max yesterday. I'm not moving anything. I'm hurt. I can't do. So it's like almost like the strength you develop in a gym or powerlifting or whatever. It's only for that because the rest of
right,
the time you're like walking like if you're in a bandage and you're like can't wait, I can't move. Wait, my
right,
shoulders, my arm, my leg. So then it's actually useless strength for real life. Like literally, to me, it's stupid training. If you were like a cop or whatever, you can't use your strength because you can't chase anybody because your legs hurt. So
right.
the X3 actually gets you strong, that is usable because the next day you're not dead. The next day
Correct.
you're not sore, your elbows are not messed up, you're able to actually use the strength you get with the X3, while with the other way you're working out and every time you're hurt.
Right. And my last injury, basically pouring a pitcher of water. I
Yes, yes,
I could not do that
yes,
because there was so much pain.
I
And
remember
so
that. Yes.
everything in the gym would aggravate it,
Let me ask
but
you, did you do pull-ups and all those things before at the gym?
yes,
So you still were
yeah,
gonna do that? Okay, that's where people don't realize pull-ups are a great thing that you show how you're able to move. But whenever you start doing pull-ups, you will always get this torquing pain here where you get that pour. That pour is actually from a lot of pull-ups or any kind of like anything that you hold your body with, like dips or whatever, give you this problem here. right? So besides the workout, then you did those because everyone says, I have to do more. I have to now do this. And these actually hurt your arms a lot, right? Because of that, the way that it forces the you to pull and the positions hurt it. So
The adamant body.
it's funny. The other day, in fact, I have a little pain here because the other day I was doing pull-ups because I was testing just to see how it was. And then automatically you get this thing. But the thing is that it showed me I hadn't done pull-ups in a million years. Now I'm able to do a lot of pull-ups. Yes. But the strength that the X3 has gotten me, I nearly killed myself doing the pull-up because I pulled myself up so hard without even knowing it that I was doing pull-ups up to my sternum. Like not even before I remember I used to do pull-ups here. Now the thing is I pulled literally myself all the way here, like in one shot, like poof, like what the heck? like like you don't notice how you're overshooting your strength.
Right.
I nearly smacked myself in the ribs where I nearly cracked them. Like boom.
Wow.
Like what the heck? Like all of a sudden, I was able to pull
Good for
myself so
you.
like nothing. Like it almost felt like I didn't weigh anything. But
That's
from
great.
doing it and then saying, then this is so simple. Like all of a sudden, and that's without doing them. You see,
Right.
you don't even have to train them. You're all of a sudden, you're strong in every position. Except that then I spent myself doing all these, like I was doing planks. I pulled myself up and did a complete plank and stayed there, like, oh, this is awesome. But then by the next day, you're paying the price of like, look what it does to you. It does
Right.
this, right?
Yes.
It does that problem.
Yes, it does.
But at least it's good that you're able to know, you see, it's functional strength because you have it in all the positions. I don't train to do planks. I'm not a gymnast. But guess what? I was able to do the damn plank. You know, like literally, I was like, and then you're like,
That's
wow,
amazing.
I haven't done this in years. And look at this.
Great.
That's what it does for you. Simply, it gives you the strength and it's functional. So if you need it, it's there. You do the other thing, all of a sudden, you're not able to move the next day, and you're like, oh, yeah, there goes that.
Yes.
All right. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Have a wonderful day.
You too. Bye bye.